Should I go ahead and finish washing? I'm going to sip my coffee a little bit so some people come in. Why don't you slow party down? I ain't got a business saying that, but anyway, this camera looks better than that one. But we gonna keep working anyway. So today I'm gonna create, I guess you could say, a more. Well, I'm just gonna make a headband bonnet. Now, this one that I have on, I've had for like 4 years. So me and this one been through the trenches together, and I'm just gonna make. I don't certain ones I don't like to remake because for the simple fact that people like custom stuff. So with liking custom stuff, I like doing custom things. Now, I do not sell these. This is a fabric that I got from I can't even think of the name of the place. Oh gosh. I want to say it's in Charlotte, but I bought it and I really, really liked it. It has a great weight to it. Again, I was able to make this one. I made it 4 years ago, so it did really, really good. Now, what I am going to do with this one is create a headband one because, like I said, I made this a while ago, and this is all that I have left, and I don't want to use all of it on one. So, this is the fabric, and I'm going to cut it along the stretch, and I'm going to make a headband first. Now, the size of my headband should be, I'm going to do, I'm going to do 20 by, depending on how thick you want it to sit back, is pretty much um, that determines the width. So going from here to here, I gotta pull it down. That's 4 inches, so I would double that, and that would be 8 inches. So because I'm gonna have to fold it like that, and then you want to add at least a half of an inch because you're gonna do some sewing on the back of it. So we're gonna do 8.5. So we're gonna do 20 by 8.5 for this one. So we'll go across this way. That's gonna be my 8.5. Let's see. See over here. Okay. That's gonna be my 8.5. No, that ain't it. Try wait a minute. I ain't had enough coffee yet. We'll cut this way. We're gonna start with the 20 because that's our width. My tape will start sliding. Alright, we're gonna do 20. And then I'm gonna measure down the 8.5. And I'm just gonna join them together by cutting. And generally, I'll go ahead and pre-cut it and go ahead and start sewing. But for some reason today, I wanted to go ahead and go through the steps. Now I do have my satin piece that's pre-cut already. Now I did do that because I do like to try to save some type of time. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you. This is a material. I forgot. I need to find the name of it. It was wholesaler. You know what? I didn't even go get my other needle. I guess I'll be using this one. I forgot to go get my other needle. Anyway, it's gonna work out. I forgot who I got it from. It was so long ago. I need to go check my maybe I can find a name in one of my emails. But I know it's definitely a company in Charlotte. They had a website, and they actually they make them. They make their own version of do rags and head bonnets and stuff like that. But I just wanted the fabric that they sold. So as you can see, now that I folded, I got, you know, now I would have preferred this to be the center point, like the focal point, but we're not gonna worry about that. And I'm going to turn it to the side. Let me measure it again before I cut it again. And this one is real stretchy, so I'm not really worried about um, the outcome of the stretch. It's real stretchy. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this little piece off. And I'm gonna set that to the side. And I decided to use this color to go with it. So I think they will pair together nicely. And with this machine, I'm gonna go ahead and gather stitch the satin. And I'm going to put it on the highest one, which is 9 for my machine. And by the way, I'm using a Brother SQ9285. And then for my stitch, my highest stitch would be a 5. So that will allow me to gather the fabric the way I need to. How's everybody doing today? So I'm gonna go ahead and take this and gather the fabric. Make sure everybody can see. Okay. And one thing to always remember, when you are gathering, do not backstitch. Okay, let's go. And when I get to the end, I do not backstitch. I just remove it and I leave some extra string to work with. Move that to the side. Now, I do like to make sure that this is at least like 20 inches. So let me get my measuring tape again. And I generally go with at least 20. 20 everything, just about. Just so you don't, you know, lose it. I generally cut like my bandwidth at 20 sometimes to be on the safe side. I cut, hey Deborah Ray, how you doing? I cut yeah, my bandwidth a lot of times, unless it's a kid, sometimes you gotta cut it smaller. I cut my elastic when I'm making the ones that have elastic on the inside a lot of times because you can always adjust it by overlapping it and adjusting it. But either way, I just want to, and when you are moving the gathered stitches, you want to be careful because you don't want to pop nothing because you'll have to start it all over again. So I'm just trying to move them around a little bit. And when I fold it in half, I'm going to have my measuring tape right here because I'm just going to measure it out to 20 inches. I mean, not 20, 10 inches because that's, half of 20. So as long as it's wide enough to cover that part of the tape, you good to go. And that's it right there. That's pretty much my width. Now, what I like to do because they will unravel if you let them. I just tie a little knot on the side. And again, you do not have to use a sewing machine to gather. You can gather as well with your serger, which in my opinion, I love it. I love them both. But if you're doing like more than one at a time, you want to go ahead and do it at your sewing machine because it'll be much faster. So basically, that's the bonnet right there. And I still have enough room to pull and loosen up those stitches because when I loosen up those stitches, it's gonna give me what I need for you know, that look you need, like like the ruffles and things of that nature. So I'm gonna pull them over a little bit. I might actually leave it alone. Let me sip my coffee right quick, honey. I was struggling, Deborah, honey. I went in there and looked and realized I did not have one stitch of coffee. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do today. But because I'm the type of person that always plan ahead of time, I had me a cold brew that I had sitting on the side. I said, won't he do it? Okay, so that's that part right there. And again, we already pretty much created the headband first. And again, the dimensions were 20 by 8.5 because again, I am not selling this. Please do not come for me asking me. No, I don't sell this kind of stuff. This is a big no. This is a demonstration. This is some fabric that I already had in my stash. It's very straight and very forgiving. And I thought it was cute. You see how I made this one? I made this one 4 years ago just for me. You see how it's on my head? Don't be around here lying on me now. Anyway, back to the scheduled program. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all got to show me some love now. Okay, so that's that. Now, because I like to show love to both of my machines, I'm going to go ahead and use my serger for the rest of the process. Now, you can use your regular sewing machine if you want to. But for me, I like to use my overlock machine. I like how it finish everything off nicely. And that way I don't have to worry about nothing unraveling. Listen, I had a cold brew back in the back of the fridge and I had some creamer. I was like, I'm so glad I made that extra cold brew and set it in the cut and forgot all about it. I did. I did not want to go outside to go do nothing this morning. Oh Lord, I don't want to lock that over. Hold on, let me get my. I had to reach my other presser foot. I'm switching out machines right quick. So my other machine, I'm gonna leave it right here, and I'm going to place this one here. It's set straight so everybody can see. And let me tilt it that way you can see it as it go through. Cut that on. Now, make sure my spools are ready to go. Yeah, they look good. Now, again, you do not have to do it this way, but this is my preference because, again, it gives me everything I need when it comes to my edges. Now, I don't have any pins. This is the time when you will make sure you pin this straight before put it up here, but I'm being, I'm being grown today. And I'm going to go ahead and put it up here. All right. So, I'm using a Brother Overlock 1034DX. Um, this is like one of the lower end ones. However, it gets everything. What? Child, it's the hate for me. It's the hate for me. Anyway, that's why I don't go over there. Y'all can follow my that's why I have more than one device going for the haters that came through in the comments. I really care. Hey woman, well done. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by in the chat, girl. I know you busy. But I'm gonna go ahead and drop my presser foot and I'm gonna serge this. That's that piece. And then I will fold it in half to start constructing the headband. Now I do need to go step aside and go get my clips. I did forget my clips. I need them. And I'm going to clip this to the headband. Give me 1 second. Child, let me put my custom robe on for the haters over here on TikTok. Y'all hoes stay hating. Anyway, back to the scheduled program. That's why I'm glad I go live on different platforms because I don't even know why my live was being restricted twice for sewing. Grow up. Anyway, so this is it right here. And this is it folded in half. And I'm going to sit that there. I might have to move my other machine out the way. I'm going to have to sit this to the side. It's in the way. Anyway, so this is my headband. Oh my gosh. Let me grab me some clips. I hope I got enough down here. But anyway, I used to the clips to gather them together and hold them in place while I serge the rest of the project together. Girl, learn about what I got on. Right here. Ugh, this one don't be over here. Just got on. pain in the just to hate. So to put this one together, I do like to go ahead and add my clip to my band. And of course, we always want the shiny side to be out. And I'm going to take my band and I'm going to put this through like this. And I'm going to start clipping it around the headband. The headband then becomes the focal point because I'm just basically trying to make sure, hold on, wait a minute. Let me turn it the way I want it to look. Now, when you working with words, you want to make sure you're turning it down so it can show. So I'm gonna have to turn this the other way and work it in. Either way, I'm still using the same technique. I'm just making sure that lays down. And then I'm just gonna go around it and pin it in place. I don't even think I ever been live on that page before. This page. I normally like be on my other page, and I see what people are talking about. Anyway, the crazy thing is, I think the first time I made this one in this way, right? Anyway, Deborah. Anyway, it got the blinking and carrying on like I was. Child, you would have thought I was doing something illegal. I said, what am I doing? Just weird. But anyway, so 4 years ago, I had did this technique the first time, and I actually had a like I think that might have been the best video I did over here, and I've been just doing this technique ever since. So I'm going to take my serger and I'm going to go around here. Now, when I do my serger, I'm going to go back a couple, about an inch or so. And I'm going to go finish over here because I can't even get a like. I get all these views and restrictions, but don't nobody want to look, don't want to like. They just weird. They are so weird to me. I don't even know why. What was that? Undisclosed marketing, commercial disclosure, and paid marketing. That's what they did. And all I was doing was sewing. Anyway, that's why I ended that live. I really don't care. Anyway, so I could, yeah, move that out the way. So when I sew this, I generally try to move it a little bit back because that way you have enough room to make sure you get a good basically you don't want to sew it too close because then you'll see the gathered string and then it'll be off. It'll be looking weird. So when I started, I generally like anticipate on cutting some of the edge off. That's why I always add a little bit extra to when I'm sewing. Girl, them people are weird. I'm a promotion and marketing. Girl, And once I stitch it around, I always look to make sure everything looks the way I need it to look. Because you know what I'm saying? What happens is if you are like gathering these together, essentially it ends up being like three different I should have went live on name. I sat there and wasted the time. I could have went on whatchamajiggy and they wouldn't have did all that. I won't go over there no more. I know what I'm gonna do now. But anyway, I go around it because you're essentially going through three layers of fabric and you want to make sure you catch all three of them when they go through the machine. So as an added step, I like to go in and add a stitch also. And you know what? I might run this through the serger one more time. But sometimes, yeah, I'm gonna run it one more time in the back on this side. And that's just to make sure everything is caught up in there. And that's why I like the serger because it's it seals your work, but it's way more forgiving than using a regular sewing machine because the sewing machine you got to do all the extra hemming and fine tuning to make sure you don't have no loose ends all over the place. So do it one more time. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong press clip. Okay, I like that better. So that one is done. And I like this color. And this like literally falls. You can put it like in the front. So I like how that one came out. Look at my mannequin in here because I don't feel like putting it on, but it stretches and everything is good. So that's one thing I had to get out of the way today. I did want to go ahead and like prep a few other things. I'm so mad. I went to the store. I pre-cut a whole bunch of wire headbands, getting ready to make them, and got the wrong size wire. So I got all this wire that doesn't fit. Well, it fits, but I want to make sure I have the right wire because I don't want to put wire in there that could possibly bend or break easily because it would defeat the purpose. So yeah, I probably can use that wire for something else. But so yeah, I was thinking about making me a pillowcase cover with that fabric. That would be really cute. But you say you don't like it, but you like to watch. You know what? It's a lot of people that is like, and I get it. Like a lot of people are interested in the construction process. I think that's what made me so intrigued in the beginning. However, throughout the journey, I can say I've grown to have more patience with that process of sewing because when you get into like other projects that are way more difficult, you lose interest. It's easy to lose interest, so you have to like really it got to be your thing. It really do. So um that's crazy how that happened. And I wasn't even doing that to like cuz I don't believe in selling that stuff. Like I ain't trying to get sued and stuff like that fooling with them people that bought all this stuff from China. I don't have time for that. But that was just some fabric. Like I said, I had left over, and cut some scraps of it. That's it. Um, I do want to play around in this new one. Oh, that's neat. You know what? That is a really cool thing. I used to like coupon so heavy. That was back when it was worth couponing. It like people like it's crazy how some things are made for such a good like so much good, and people just come and rummage through it and put their stank on it and mess it up. We had one of the that was probably like 10 years ago when I first started, and I was when I tell you I used to have a surplus of everything. The coupons. You do. Okay. I do it a little bit, but not as much as I used to because the crazy thing is I used to have like a for real connection with the paper coupons. I literally had a family member that delivered papers. And any like extra papers they had, the weekly one, because here on the East Coast, what on the Eastern region, no, Southeast region, because they break it up in regions. We got uh we got them on Sunday, of course, but some of them came like in the little Wednesday paper. When I tell you, I had I had more than enough. And with that being said, I did not like to sit. I found myself putting so much in the recycling bin. It was the lady I met. I honestly like started because she had like 5 kids, and I started like giving them to her, and it got ugly. I had no idea how greedy people were with coupons and couponing. I did not know, like me, I had more than enough. Um, I would show my mom deals. She would get her stuff. Sometimes like my aunt would come around, family members want to come rummage through your stuff. And I was like, y'all need to, y'all, after a while, I was like, y'all gonna have to start leaving a donation because this stuff is not free. Because you think about it, it's a part time job. Like you literally have to sit down, catch the deals, do the math, and you still got to go shop in the store. And then half the time, the people in the store are so mad because you done got this deal that they like, dang, it's just it's real irritating, but it can be good. Can be good. Hey Reba, how you doing? I was just sitting in here talking about how people turn couponing into an ugly thing. I was someone earlier, but and so like I said, I gave her the free coupons. And after a while, I just stopped. I didn't want to deal with her no more because she just became so like aggressive. And then I finally realized the reason why she would do those deals and basically resell the items. And that was like a second income for her and her kids. And she had a bum of a husband, a boyfriend, or whatever he was. So basically, that helped her keep things afloat in her household. Um, and if somebody giving you coupons, like she wasn't even paying for them, but she just got like she got nasty. I was like, wait a minute, what? Like, what are you getting nasty with me for? And I'm just giving them away to you. I ain't even asked you for no money. I was like, girl, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I just started throwing them right back in the bin, and then I started to it was a few other people I was able to give them to or whatever that didn't act like that. It was like if you have like a stack of, papers or whatever, um I forgot how many was bundled up on the Wednesday route, maybe 30, 40, whatever, in a paper, a stack. And some people will come like, oh, I need 10, or she was like, oh, how many you got? I'll take all of them. I'm like, okay. But like I said, and I ain't mad at the people that, coupon just to resell. I think it's a cool thing. Um, but I want to say it was somebody else that mentioned donating to the homeless. And the funny thing about that is there was a point in time that I really, really wanted to have, well, I was led, I didn't always want, led to start a nonprofit with some of those essentials. You see what I'm saying? Like, because I've come across so many people that if nothing else, they come together about couponing and helping people for a good cause. So that was one of the things I was thinking about doing because we do have like DV shelters. It's another program that helps families that are homeless and stuff like that. I think that's a great cause. I think that's a good thing to hand out essential items because essential items they cost, and some even at the dollar and a quarter store, some people ain't got a dollar and a quarter. Some days, child, some days they ain't got two nickels to rub together. Okay, and it is what it is. But I love the coupon. I think I got some money left on my CVS, not CVS, Walgreens, because I just realized that you can't use that money inside the store that you earn online, but you can go ahead and reorder again online to pick up the. I was like, you know what? That's why I miss CVS because CVS had it right. CVS was always that store you can go in and you'll get your bucks right right then. You didn't have to wait, like, because in the beginning, I want to say that was, child, that was years ago. I'm telling how long I've been couponing. Oh my gosh. Walgreens, you had to wait like 24 hours to get your little your coupon. You'll get your little cat or Catalina, whatever the best it was, child. And then I remember when they had Harris Teeter. Harris Teeter, I don't know, they might still do it. They probably just don't advertise it like they used to. They used to triple. They used to triple coupons, and then they used to have like triple double events and stuff. I haven't heard any of that, child. It must be a secret society going on with the Harris Teeter triple doubles. I'm gonna need to get some people on the line that coupon to see if we still getting these triple doubles or no. That's what I want to know. Cause I used to love wanting to get them triple doubles. And then, you know what? It was a couple that messed the whole thing up. So I ended up seeing, if okay, for a while, it had got so bad that okay, that's what it was. Okay. So the weeks that the Tide coupons came out was the weeks that the lady showed her natural behind that I knew nothing about. She showed every piece of it. And I really noticed, that's when I was like, oh, okay, I ain't about to fight over no Tide coupons. I don't even use Tide, honey. I need something um for sensitive skin. I don't want that. So anyway, it was so bad in our area, in the 757 Hampton Roads area. They stopped they stopped printing them. You don't coupon reaper, girl. Why not, girl? Child, I guess you can call me frugal Betty. But you know what? The TVL, the T started at Thrifty because I used to coupon so heavy. Child, I just went on through Thrifty up in there. But come to find out, this couple had ran a multi-million-dollar coupon scheme. Girl, it was all up in the newspaper. I had no idea because I was like, for a while, they would not. Taz, be quiet. I'm in a meeting. That's my chihuahua. But hush. But I had no idea that them people had a multi-million-dollar scam. Like they was literally um they was reprinting them, they was mailing them, and I guess until they got down to the bottom of it, they was not printing them in the newspaper no more for us. And it was so weird because I'm like, was they reprinting the ones from the newspaper? Because I know you can go to coupons.com. Now, coupons.com, I used to like them because you can print out, um, a coupon. It was this about this long. But if you got more than one off the site, like three, I want to say three of them could fit on one sheet of paper. It'll be different coupons, but I think each coupon you can print at least twice. Back when I used to print off there, I'm gonna have to go and check it out. I ain't been up there in a minute. Coupons.com. So if you don't have a newspaper, you still are able to get them. I use my Fetch app. Ooh. Oh, you don't use the newspaper ones. Okay. You know what? I'm just going back through time with the newspaper because pretty much all of the stores have them to where you can go on the app and clip coupons. I mean Kroger, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, no, not Dollar Tree, Family Dollar. The funny thing is, back in the day, we used to use the coupons and used to get good toothpaste deals at Dollar Tree. Child, we used to tell them up. I ain't lying. Mm-mm. But yeah, I do a lot of my shopping on the app. I will use Walgreens, and a lot of times they will send out a coupon. Well, every week it's some type of coupon say if you buy $35 worth of whatever products, you'll get $5 or $10 back. I always get that. Generally, my rule of thought is when I buy stuff from Walgreens or CVS, I always start with my bucks to roll in, and then I want to roll some back out. That way, I have some in the cut and always have me something to roll. If that makes sense. That's how I used to do. But yep, that's how I did it. But and generally, like as far as any other type of shopping goes, I just shop with stuff on sale. Like food shopping, I shop at the end of the month, the last week of the month. That's when all the sales. When them, and the people ain't got no money. hmm But you know who been my friend lately? Aldi. Aldi, let me tell you something. I ain't gonna lie. I judged Aldi years ago. I judged Aldi, and I was like, "Who shops here?" I'm looking at this. Child, that's my best friend. Now we like this. We like this. I'm a bargain shopper. I love me some Aldi. Aldi has become my best friend. But yeah, the people they messed it up so much so from like after that happened, the coupons ain't never been the same. Now I used to go to Dollar General on Saturdays, but when I stopped using heavily scented products, the deals really just ain't hit for me the same no more. It's been a while. I think I'm gonna download the app again to see what I can come up with. You don't have Aldi. Do you have Lidl? What is it called? Lidl? Aldi has been my best friend. Um, that's all. Like for real, like it's so much more affordable. I can go in there and spend $20 and feel like I done balled out. Like for real, in 2024, I really feel like 20, 30, $40 goes so much further. Oh, Dollar General. You know what? But that's a good thing because Dollar General sometimes on that app they'll have a coupon like for a week, like weekday coupon. So you can go ahead and get what you need out of there and use the coupon for the weekday and you don't have to wait for Saturday. That's what I like. Like, they'll do it every now and then, but they don't announce it. And then I love the Dollar General the events that they have. Like when they clearancing out their items. Oh. But see, the crazy thing about finding out about those events, you have to follow certain people that like that's all they do. Like that's all their content is about couponing. That's how you really find all the real good deals for real. Um I had to go find I had to follow what was her name? Shayna. Um it was another lady that I follow as well. I had to go follow them. They knew what every like they had like it was called like the red dot sales. They knew what color dot and how much it was off. Like I was just like, girl, what? I'm in there screenshotting. They was showing the stuff they was getting. You know what? I like Dollar General. The funny thing, I like Dollar General, but I noticed, like, you know how people are able to go get those penny items. I'm like, girl, where? Like, you're not able to. No, no. And a lot of the stuff that they have marked down when they do those events, you have to be out there like when they open the door here. Because like again, following those people, they'll show you the items and oh, you can get this for $2, you can get this. But when you start looking at, I think didn't they stopped the pickup. You can't order online no more and pick up. I heard they stopped it because they was having so many glitches and people was getting away with stuff. All right now. You said let me go to work. Go to work with girl. Ma'am, I'm at work today. I that's why I was in here struggling because I was not about to go find me no coffee outside this door. I'm not doing that today. I really ain't had no major plan today. I didn't. I just want to be. I just want to. I might go play me some soft music and rest myself. That's about it. Cause I already know them people, children are get ready to get the child care center about to get started, and that's just what's going on. If he ain't screaming, it's a child care center. It's that's what's going on in my neighborhood. But yeah, I ain't got no Oh no, you don't comment. I like the engagement. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, girl. Listen. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful calling you girl because I know you're not a little girl and nothing like that. That's just how I talk. But I know when I get to talking, baby, I just talk for days. You know I'm the type of person I probably sit in here and talk to myself, right? As long as you don't answer yourself, you're okay. But yeah, child, I talk. You know how some people say they need alcohol to talk. No, I don't need none of that. Oh, here they go with them bad kids. I hear some beating and yelling already, girl. They wake up like this. They wake up like this. They wake up like this. Wow. hmm That's what they do. No, I be talking. Some days I ain't got nothing to do. You know what? Honestly, if I didn't have anything to do, I probably wouldn't even be online. But today I'm just, I don't know. I just some days I don't want to do people outside because I feel like some people are just bananas, like, and they're okay with it, and I have to be okay with it. But you have to always have that one space that you could just be yourself, enjoy your life, be as weird as you want to be, but yet make it peaceful. Y'all hear that? The daycare center. And some days I have no choice but to sew at home. Oh no, baby, I don't play Fortnite. I don't play video games. The only video game I will probably play again in life is Sims. That was like one that I really liked to have conversation. I'm just real serious. I don't. You know what? The funny thing is, when I do talk about certain stuff, I'm being sometimes I'm either extra and being funny. So some things I have to talk through to be able to process. And it's my coping way. So that other morning when I was talking about stuff, I was just trying to process it and get myself together, keep myself focused. So I don't claim to rage or nothing like that, but you just get tired of stupid stuff. You just be like, come on, man. Like maybe I am. You know what? I guess that's probably why it said, "Are you good with basketball?" I don't know how to play basketball. Mm-mm. Especially not on no video game or nothing like. No, I don't know how to do that. But I've been told by, I guess you could say, somebody I was talking to, because people don't even date no more. They just talk. Um, that he was like, yeah, you act a little older than whatever and I didn't really think of it like that because I know women generally age or mature. Oh, what's that up there? Mature faster than men. So but as time went on, it was much more than that because just I really didn't have no he ain't had no conversation for me. You know what? That was so funny because listen, baby, I don't know why she just needs to like. I told her, I was like, you need to just do that on the weekends. Like, do that. That is your lane. And I'm waiting for her to, go up there again. Cause like people be going through enough. Just going through enough. Why not? And I be so loud and be up late as I don't know what when I talk to rocks. And I be loud and I know them people be mad. I'm laughing, talking, and carrying on. Because I got to listen to a daycare center and I got to listen to an unhinged man on a regular basis. So you gonna hear me laugh and you gonna hear me play my music because I'm not on that frequency. I be in my own little world. That's why I can't do that. I don't want to do that. Mm-mm. I ain't got too old for it. I just want to sew and sip coffee and Nah, I'm joking. I do other stuff, but I'm just glad that some days I can slow down and do something that I really, really love to do. It is. I told her. I was like, Rocks, we need you. And you know what I'm saying? Like, we need you on the Friday or Saturday night committee. And I don't know, maybe it's a time thing, or maybe she don't understand that's her lane. But she did say, I seen she was talking about being on Zoom, and I was like, well, shoot, maybe we need to cut up on a Zoom meeting, because we can go in there and refresh it for 40 minutes, okay? But I'm here for it because Rocks be cutting up. I be like, girl, what is going on? What is going on? But you know what? I can honestly say I am grateful for hitting the live button. I am. Because a lot of people get angry and say, oh, how certain things have ruined their life and this is and the third. But that's all perspective. Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? What is it? Oh, I can honestly, I bet a lot of amazing people out here. Listen, on the last one, all I had was champagne. I can't mess with that hard stuff. Let me tell you something. True story. One time, my mama called me an alcoholic, and she almost hurt my feelings. But low key, I was like, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a social drinker. But I remember I started thinking, I said, dang, I did do a lot of drinking when I was in my 20s. But I was drinking alcohol then. And I was cutting the food. I was having a good time. But I had to leave alcohol alone because I started looking and see what alcohol did to certain relatives. And I was I was like, well, I did keep drinking. And then so in my 30s, I fell in love with wine. Mm. Then I had to remember one of my great uncles was a wino. I ain't lying. He was like Uncle Son. They called him Uncle Son. That was his nickname. Everybody knew he was a wino. That's what he did. And heck, at one point in time, my granddaddy was a alcoholic. I don't know what he drank, but at some point in his life, he got saved and he never drank no more. He was, I was like, wow, he was a married family man, you know. So then I fell in love with champagne. Champagne became my new boo because one thing about this champagne, them bubbles do something to you, especially if you don't really drink that much. I like champagne. I like it's light. Um, and then I see when I first started drinking wine, I was drinking it red, and I was doing wine all wrong. Wine that red, I ain't like the feeling from red wines. Red wines is for sad people. I ain't like red wines. Don't get me wrong. I love me a good Bordeaux with a dinner, like a steak dinner or something like that. But that red, that Pinot Grigio and stuff like that. Now you can party with them. Those are the wines you can party with. Like you know, that red will put you in the bed. That's why I used to say red was for the bed and white get you right. That's what it was. So now every now and then I go get me a little white wine every now and then. But one time I was drinking wine every day. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. For real. I couldn't do it. But yeah, dang, that made me want some champagne. We gotta get rocks on the line. Do this thing. I'm gonna have to. What's today? Wednesday. I'm gonna have to let her know. Um, I'm gonna tell her what she need to do to put on her community wall. She need to put a poll up there to see which day is a better day for everybody to pull up and what time. It is relaxing. It is like, but like I had to yeah, but I had to let that liquor go. Listen, it was so bad. Like, and then I got an uncle. I love my uncle. I'm gonna have to call him when I get off here. He just, you know how you got that family member. He, Lord have mercy. Hey Arnell, um, he can't drink no liquor. He, I get mad anytime people give him liquor. Cause he'll like, he's like, oh, I'm throwing some stuff on the grill. Come over. And I regret it every time I do it, but I still go because he's, honey. The last couple of times I pulled up at his shindig, either the police showed up, it was always some type of ruckus after he got that alcohol. It's something of, and people call it spirits or whatever they call it. I believe it because it'd be a whole nother person that show up. Yes, we got to get her on the line to figure out what night she hosting because that's why I said she do like a poll to see if people can come Friday or Saturday. That way she'll be able to gauge exactly what time, get everybody together on a good time. Because I'm on the Eastern, some people on Central, some people on Pacific. You know what I'm saying? A good time to work for everybody. And everybody pull up with their drink. I'm gonna be there. I remember it wasn't this time, but the time before that, I was like, yeah, I'm coming up. I'm going to get my wine. And she was like, she said she coming. I don't know what she is. I was literally going in the store to go get it, to get back home, to get on the live. I ain't lying. It was a good time. Yes, a time was had. I'm going to text her. Y'all gonna make me text her this message and tell her. And this is what I was telling her. I was like, that's your lane right here. This your lane right here. Do this right here. Like a kickback. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got that hole in the wall where they from. Baby, let me tell you something. I miss my stepdaddy. That was my best friend. What I tell you, now he was alcoholic. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna call it nothing no different. But we had a good time. And one thing about it, he knew where the hole in the wall was at. He knew everybody. It was always a good time and it was a vibe. And see, that's another reason. That was another time when I realized I shouldn't be drinking liquor. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I went to one of the holes in the walls and cut up. Cause the lady tried to walk up on me. I ain't even know he out here got these flus that he used to deal with, and then they had a problem because he was with my mom. Don't tell nobody. But other than that time, I go in there and get me a Corona or something like that or a Heineken, and I used to always have a good time. Like I had more times in the hole in the wall. I ain't lying. I was like in my 30s in the hole in the wall. My friends. I had one of my homegirls. She used to go too. She'll pull up. She be like, "Yo, I'm trying to go." You know what I'm saying? We in there having a good time. Man, drinks was in there $2. We here they getting bent. Okay. Wine, everything. They had everything. And it was somebody garage that they had converted this to a bar. Ain't like cars all up and down. Ain't never had no problems. Police ain't nobody come out here. Oh yeah. Listen. I be trying to get on that sprinter van. I be like, Reba, pass me the ashtray. Shh. See, listen, that's part of my therapy. That part right there is part of my self care. Occasionally, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. But that hole in the wall, that I'm telling you, like, and then my stepdad, he used to call it the shack in the back. I used to be like, what? He like, come on, we going to the shack in the back. Child, we had so much fun. And then the old men in there, they ain't got no teeth. They in there talking crazy. I used to have a good time, child. Lord have mercy. Then the man that owned that shack in the back that was fun, I think he gone now too. That was fun. Man, they had man, they was out there frying fish, you name it. Child. Now listen, I ain't gonna lie, I do sometimes be in the bushes, a lot of times because like when it started getting real hot and crazy and some people stuff, I get in the bushes. I support them from a distance because some battles, if they don't make sense, especially in the beginning, all the way through the end, you ain't about to see me. You ain't about to see me. Now, if I can laugh and be a part of it, yeah, I can laugh. I do that. I do that. I ain't gonna lie. I do. I do. But once it don't seem like it's fun no more, I gotta go. I'm like, hold on. We were laughing. We were laughing. So I don't know. That's every now and then. That's every now and then. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get her on the line and let her know that the people need her out here on the weekend. And you know what? I don't know. I'm trying to think. I know she on the other platform too. Yeah, but they was tripping because I don't know. They might cut up over there too bad. Yeah, this is space for her to do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who is the nut job? Who is that? Do tell. Gotcha. I want to know. Oh, uh-uh. Uh-uh. Why did she try to go big on that young man about charging somebody $969 to talk to her for 30 minutes? What? I've literally had consultations with people that run like these, like for real businesses. I'm talking about business women that have their different certifications. One that was like literally ready to get her HUD certification so she can get the funds to build affordable housing. And I paid, she was running a special for like $100. You see what I'm saying? Like, but why would I talk? And that was her birthday special last year. Shout out to what's her name? Oh damn, I forgot her name. Oh, have mercy. Coach Coach Brooks. Who paid Peach $969 to sit on the phone with her? She don't even look like she wash her face or brush her teeth or wash her ass every day. Let me stop. I'm not gonna do that today. I ain't gonna do that with her. Hell no. She crazy than a bag of rocks. She crazy than a bag of rocks. Yeah, and then it's like a sense of entitlement Yeah, them sprinter. Yes, be listen. I be over there weak, cause I'm like, how? My thing is this. Some people like, okay, I'm kind of like, I try to be reasonable when it comes to that, and I be like, okay, yeah, everybody go through childhood. You know, not everybody. Some people go through it harder than others. I ain't gonna lie. I struggle with mine for like the majority of my 20s. Um, and it was what it was, right? I had to figure that thing out, parent, and live life. Oh, you firing it up? Oh, you a firecracker? Listen, how about how about Dr. Matthews? I just realized she was a Leo. I said, oh man, that's why she on that lady ass like that. That's why she on that lady ass. Lady tried to call her a fraud, and she got on the lady. I ain't gonna get into that. But yeah, you ain't gonna play with them. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Like, you know what? When I seen that video yesterday, and Mo said that a viral video would be her getting mental health, uh, I was like, she ain't lying. She ain't lying. Look, the title made me think she actually went. I said, oh, she ain't went. But you know what? That would be a viral moment. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. I would love to see her go. Yes, I would love to see her go down there and show a person how to navigate that system. I ain't lying. She need to go on navigate set, sign herself up, sign other baby up to help him and get him ready for life. I'm here for it. I mean, she a little late with him, but honey, he would child he had his own aid messing with me. I would have signed him up for everything, baby. He would have had somebody coming in there helping him with his ADLs, somebody teaching him how to cook, somebody to teach him how to do all kinds of stuff. I would have had it all, baby. Let me tell you something. I would have had everything set up because one thing about it, if you got the power, like, and it just pissed me off. Like, it's irritating because some women don't even understand how powerful they are. Like the gifts and what they possess. You don't sat here and had a whole basketball team by a slow, like, you let a slow ninja trick you out your cookies and your destiny. Girl, ain't no way. Now it's the difference if you did it like once, twice, maybe 3 times. After that third time, you're supposed to shut it down. It's no way. You like being tricked. You like being silly. You love it. You love the drama. You love the highs and lows of the mental health conditions, allegedly, and everything else that come with it. So she continues to open herself up for that man to leech off of her and drag her down. She like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Cause honey, it's so me again. She's powerful enough to create and manifest and make the life that she wants and the income that she wants. Women don't even understand the power they hold. They don't understand the power. That man did. That man understood. That's why he said, I'm kept. He said, marry me. I'm kept. And that's who he over there, honey. He over there living in the lap of luxury. able to come to and fro. He could come get his allowance, all the bills paid on her. All he got to do is show up and be a parent. It's sad. It's sad because at this point in juncture, it's so many reaction sectors. They making more money off of her life than her at this point. Oh Lord have mercy. It's not funny. Yes, it is just a little bit. I'm laughing because of how coming out here telling everybody business, still telling grown folks business to this day. Granted, it's a lot of things I do not agree with, excuse me, that happened in my childhood. Am I on social media talking about it? Hell no. Because that's my life, that's my business, that's my mama business, that's my other family member business. That's their business. That's their story to tell. I feel like nothing will ever come, like that money is long gone. People are not making that type of money on social media no more. She better go, she around there making it hard at all the papas. She better go around there and try to go get a job, try to be a marketing person for papas to sell all them 8-piece chicken for $20 that they selling. She need to go on out there and get her a job. Him too. They better go ahead and take that gas guzzler and take turns and do some Instacart orders or something. I don't know because it's like you have to have something outside of social media. It's no way. It's not that comfortable anymore, and it is what it is. I just think I think it's a part of the condition, child. That impulsivity, the inability to adjust to change, um, and just the unrealistic. It's like it's a high level of grandiose. Like you feel like with the pickle young man. I don't know his name. I think I seen him on TikTok a couple times, but I get it. I get it. Some people are just some people actually see the benefit of the beef sector. I guess. I guess I am clean. I like myself. Listen, it's one thing that had bugs in an apartment. How did she have them in a house? I see. I was under the impression. I thought it was like a townhouse. No, it was a house, a single family home. It sounded like them kids be eating and dropping and throwing and carrying on all they want, and she just that's the part of that impulsivity. Cause like who I don't know. I don't even with a spouse, honey. You can't trick me into having 7 goddamn kids. Baby, listen. I don't want to be in one room with 7 people talking. How can you function and do anything day to day with 7 people in your house doing 7 different damn things? You can't sign me up for it. No, ma'am. See how quiet it is in here? It's two other people in here in my puppy. You wouldn't even know on a regular basis unless you hear music, you hear like, cause I mean, my son he do game. You hear him get loud when he's talking. But other than that, you can hear a pin drop. Besides for the daycare downstairs, from time to time, that I've grown to learn how to be patient with, cause one child is nonverbal, so I don't hold that against her. She a little wild though, you know, she a little wild. But 7 people. Oh, baby, it'd have to be some order up in there, honey. That's like you need a ringmaster. Baby, it's a circus in there. That's why that lady did she start going to like a work shared space to pander her classes, because you know at first she used to go live while she was stuffing her face at the casino to work and use it like it was a business office. Yeah, she's slow. But I'm just saying, it's no, like, you have to have structure with that many people. You know what I'm saying? You can get away with, winging it with one or two. But what? Baby, I don't even think, I don't think, how could you cook a meal every day for 9 fucking people 3 times a day? Ain't no way. Boy, they be around there eat motherfucking chips and hot dogs. I know them kids is noodled out. She show that damn steak dinner. She the type of person that'll cook her band steak and eggs, and everybody else eat frozen waffles. That's what she getting me. She ain't fooling me. Baby steaks high as hell. I seen. Let me see. I seen a nice ribeye. That one little ribeye. It was 1 pound. It was 15.99. You ain't gave no motherfucking 9 people no ribeyes. You ain't fooling me. She remind me of this chick I know that will cook that for her man, but her kids will eat cereal. I ain't stupid. Go off, sis. Go off, girl. Mm-mm. Child, I just ain't never seen nobody that ain't like. I'm not gonna lie. It's been, it was times in my life where I had to learn how to put myself first and learn how to love myself more, and you know what I'm saying. Sit with myself and say, what do I want in this season? One thing I've never been crazy about is looking like what I go through. Now I don't put this robe on because I was on the other app and they was making it seem like, you know what I'm saying, because I had a tube top. I'd be chilling around the house seeing it or whatever. But I wear these often because I sell them. At this point in juncture, she should have, if her courses were on that level, or whatever she taught was on that level, she should have a teachable course. She should have Skillshare. She should have something on automation to where she can refer them straight to that. She should not have to work, send email, cash app, nothing to nobody for no $1.99. And I don't say what I said. You said look at. Look, my goddaughter has 7 kids, and I'm going to visit them on Monday. When 6 of them cut up, Miss Dapper showed them a few of my other person. That's right. That's right. That's right. Mm-hmm. Cause I'm tell you something. My mama here too, and she ain't played nail fucking game on nail day of the week, and they ain't care, and still don't. Okay, it is what it is. Like at the end of the day, sometimes people miss the mark, even if they have a couple. They miss the mark because one need water and this child, you here, you made it. That's how a lot of people look at it back in the day. And then, you can't really, you can't dwell on it. But at the same time, I just feel bad for the lady because that girl used her platform for the wrong reasons. Like you around here trying to drag her and make her feel bad for basically trying to maneuver life the best way she could. Because we won't really taught the benefits of um therapy and different things of that nature. And we weren't taught self-care and coping skills, and people just did what they wanted to do. Okay, and then they had them and they said, hell, they here. And child, they make it through this year, they good. You know what I'm saying? And then when they get 18, they be like, all right, well, you grown, you figured out from here. That's what a lot of people had to do. I just, she hustling backwards. Because after years and years of being, you should be able to sit down and have a business course. You should be able to teach people how to start it. You should teach people the difference between LLC, sole proprietorship, S Corp, C Corp. You should be able to teach them how to start and establish, like go ahead and structure their business up. She should be able to teach them how to obtain business credit. She should teach them how to access their business credit reports. Show them how to set it up to where you can automatically build your business credit in 30 days. Like she should show them, the best business credit cards to use or to apply for. She should be able to show people the importance of separating personal and business credit. Because while businesses always will take a hit and fall under, you can still find a way to protect yourself, under your LLC or your S Corp or C Corp to where your personal credit won't take that much of a hit. The same way Tasha K did when she got sued, but people was dragging her, but that didn't affect her personal credit. Yeah, she got sued on the business end. Business is supposed to have that. Yeah, like child. I was on FaceTime with them and one of them gave me oh no, they didn't. So when I get there Monday, I told him to do it to my face and see what I do. I know that's where I sit. I be like, I owe you, buddy. I owe you. Remember that? Here I go. Child, I don't be playing with no unruly badass. I don't. No, you have to set expectations early. You gotta. No, ain't no way. But at this point in juncture, she should have like I've made this example before, and I talked about what's his name, Dr. Boyce Watkins. Of course, he's different. He teaches economics. He has a PhD in math or something like that. Of course, it's something totally different. But what I'm saying is, business wise, you should not be around here. conducting business. I'm pretty sure she conducting business on a cash app that ain't even a business cash app. So the people gonna send her a 1099 and she gonna have to file that 1099 and still pay them taxes eventually. But more than likely she won't pay them taxes because she ain't paid the IRS, allegedly. That's what the people are saying. So again, to say you like she treated her business like a side hustle. You right. And that's basically what I'm saying. Like, so when she say people hate on her and people jealous, all of those things that I just talked about and more, I know how to do, I've done. Okay. And you have to set it up. Like, I ain't gonna lie, she did have an LLC, but at some point in time, she didn't pay her LLC bill. She didn't even pay her website bill. Excuse me. How? If you making all this money, why would you not pay? Generally, a website like Wix is probably like $40 a month, and that's if you going month to month. It's probably cheaper. Which reminds me, I miss Wix. I might get Wix again. I like Wix better. If I were to start, like, I like the one that I have. I like Wix better because even though you pay a little bit more, you're able to sell digital products and you can sell what's the name, regular physical products. And if I'm not mistaken, you can sell courses on Wix. I like Wix better. The casino got it all. Shit, a refund, please. You know what? It this is something typical. Like this, the sad part. This is to be expected of her because she spends so much time calling people names, calling them ghetto, calling them all of the things. Yet and still, she just said that she's just about to start caring about her appearance, going in public in her new neighborhood. So now you're learning the errors of your ways that you took to that other neighborhood. So this my thing. Because you say you not in Tampa no more. You was in the burbs at your last house that you got put out of, walking around, acting, and like she said, I can't go to the store in my pajamas. You should have been going to the store in your pajamas over there. Sick of that bird. Sick of that bird. Sick of that bird. Sick of that bird. You shouldn't have been. What? Yeah, I ain't go. But yeah, the casino ain't giving her no money back. And it's probably itching her not to go. She probably got games on her phone, and because you know in every, well, I don't know about every state, but I know in my state you can play online and put that little money up there and have your little credits and you can play. She probably ain't doing it. She probably doing it on her phone now just to get that fixed. That's what she doing because that's just like a person that's used to being addicted to one thing, they'll find something else to do. So I don't know what she doing now. Cause first, she was eating, and she was hunching, and she was gambling. So the hunching gave her a whole bunch of babies. So she had to, you know, y'all know where I'm going with it. She, somebody had to cut that, and old boy gave her a rose. All these years, you said he don't buy me roses, and he bought you a rose. Somebody should do a Zoom discussing birthday. That's what I'm saying. Like we can really cut loose. Like we can really cut loose. Like for real, cut loose. That way you ain't got to worry about all that extra stuff. Because generally when you go into different chats, you start recognizing and you see normal names and things of that nature. You already know who you're talking to. That way over there, you know who's there. Yeah, I think that'll be great. That we gotta set that up. We gotta set that up. We gotta set it up. I need to get my pen and paper because I need to go print this paper out. It ain't print out yet. What's my what's the name? I'm trying to remember what I did with the extra stuff. But yeah, we need to they gonna write the Red Cup podcast. We need to cut like for real. Cause don't nobody have time for that. But you know what I can say? She's slowly trying to figure it out. Listen. She would. But the crazy thing is, I really, really be wondering, what is that? I really be wondering if the women in her family told her in that way. Because it's no way in the world nobody has it. I'm finding it hard to believe that a lot of these things that she's heard over here in these different places she haven't heard amongst her family and immediate people around her, because I can see her going back and telling him what those folks said, and the only thing they could say is, "Oh, he don't." The only thing he could tell, "Oh, they just jealous of you," because he. I don't see him having a vast vocabulary. I don't see him talking about that much. Like I really can't see him being a conversation. Like holding for real conversation, like talking about grown stuff. So it's no. I guess it probably reminds her of all the things that they were saying to her that she didn't want to listen to. But then she got out here in this wide world of YouTube and realized that it was grown people like her people that probably been telling her the same thing, and they probably been telling her the right thing all this time. So that's what it feel like over here. It just feel like that's what it feel like. It really feel like she like, dang, they was telling me the right thing all this time. And so, when it comes to certain things, I ain't gonna say everything, but like the basic things that, people generally touch on and say, on a regular basis. But honey, if you could sit there and make all that money and have a plan, like you working hard overtime and you paying all your own bills. And this dude just watching you struggle. financially, mentally, and spiritually. You said he know how to talk. She always saying would. Said this and that to her off camera though. Let us hear. He strike me as a man of few words. I know quite a few. Hey, Kanan. No straw, baby. No, I'm drinking it straight out the cup. I'm out here living life. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna brush my teeth when I finish. I'm at home. He said, "Girl, let me stop." No, he just strikes me of a man of few words. No, for real. He just, yeah, uh huh, nah, maybe. She probably asked him like 50 questions back to back and then come up with an analysis of what he said to be able to use in her content. Katie, don't you start messing with me. Don't you start your best. But yeah, that's what he just listen. I done had one before. Those are the type of people you have to coach into conversation. You have to um you got to ask certain questions. You can't ask them yes or no questions to them. So he the type of person she already know, and that's why she's so comfortable with it. Like comfortable with him because he doesn't have a big vocabulary and a big mouth. You know, um, I ain't trying to be funny. You know, a lot of dudes don't have a big mouth, and they are comfortable and you know, I ain't gonna say all of them comfortable with a woman with a big mouth. I can't say that. That's a lie. Cause some of them don't want you to say nothing. They don't care about you having a big mouth. Just don't have a big mouth when he talking. And like I said, he don't talk about much or nothing. If anything, he'll probably talk to the kids. You know, but I don't even think he interested in her. I think he's just there. You know, it's cheaper to keep her in some instances, child, especially with 7 children, honey. I would be sitting there too and smiling and playing along because that man, he on the hook for years. And then she just started the cycle over with a new one. Where he going? Nowhere. Nowhere. I just feel bad for the man. I feel bad for him more than I feel bad for her. Yeah, he be. That's why I said he probably need the alcohol to cut up. He need that red cup, in my opinion. He need that red cup because he don't. Let's be honest. Is that somebody you can sit there and really like talk to on a regular basis and make plans, and they have like a response, and then not only that, that response evokes like, you know what I'm saying, a bigger understanding to a situation. Like, no, uh, uh. That's a yes and no. Uh huh. Maybe. I don't know. I just don't see it. And you know what? Some people okay with that. Some people okay with that. That wouldn't work for me. I need to know. I need to. Need you to say it because I ain't around here trying to interpret what somebody means at no big grown age. I ain't interested in that. Deborah, I wish he would take an invite. Girl, child, we wouldn't make it past the DM because you know she the one she probably the reason why he don't post no more. People probably be in that man DM. She probably all up and through it, messing everything up for him. McDonald Bay, all of them. Yeah, McDonald Bay probably over there trying to see if he okay. I ain't seen him, down to the drive through in a minute. She ain't having that. She is not here for it. Yeah, she said, not my man. Hit that Tamar on him. Mm-hmm. Let me come to and drink wine from her blue bottles. Yo, that would be so hilarious. So y'all really think it's something in there? It ain't water, sparkling. Cause I like bubbly water. So y'all think she be drinking? I don't know because generally something like if you sipping, you will slow down and you will have a vibe. I don't know. She just be always. She got too much movement to her to sip. She got a little too much movement. I don't know. I don't know. I really be thinking it's water because in her mind, she always talk about like when she told her mama business, still telling wrongful business about the guy that she supposedly had, whatever. To me, I felt like she was using that to wait a minute. Um, she was using that. Oh, let me show that. You just want a Q&A. No, she ain't gonna let that happen. She ain't gonna let that happen. Because she was so busy trying to compare her situation with her mama's situation. And I was like, okay, so how is she jealous of you? Because she never gets up here and compare her situation to yours. Because it's like apples and oranges. And then not only that, that wasn't her first one. And she's not ashamed of that because listen, she tried till she got it right and she got it right this time. So with that being said, maybe she need to go try it until she get it right. Did I show it? Okay. Cause I'm like, and then you still trying to make her look bad and trying to compare your marriage and her life. Like that makes no sense. Like at this point, I don't even understand why. Why that lady ain't around here trying to compare her life to yours? She out here having a good time, cooking her food, kicking it with her folks, going to work. She working out. She losing weight. She looking good. She is, I ain't gonna lie. I'm pretty sure she was, really, really hard back in the day. But it's nothing like being able to find that person and you're able to rest and try to stay in that femininity. Like she is working hard to stay in that, you know what I'm saying? Because she had to, do be that way. And that's how she was raised. And now that she's older, she's comfortable in her womanhood and her family. Like, I love that for her. I like her mama. I like her for that. I like her for learning how to not emotionally respond to it, laugh it off, and be grown about it. I believe she do it because she know her patches have told her that they go through it with their mothers. She do run with it. You right. She do run with it, but you gotta think. We all gotta remember her patches are still in it. So she checked those analytics. She know the age range of people that watch her. She is very well versed. Like, that's why I said, even with that, that should be a strategic part of her course. Like, there's no way in the world she can sit down in front of a camera. Hell, this made me want to pull my stuff out and go ahead and teach the course. But it's no way in the world that she can't sit there, pull out her camera. And then we got it so good, we got Chat GPT. She can get Chat to write her chapters out for her. And she can just create the rest of it and go from there. I'm around here giving free game. She can set everything up the way it needs to. She should have a digital book at this point. And if she wants to go in and revamp it on a regular basis, she could have kept selling the digital copies and doing it that way. And it's weird because I'm like, you around here selling people guides, but you emailing them the Zoom link and the password to get into it. It's like, and then it's an expiration date on it. A lot of times people be like, oh, I only had a week to watch it, I only had 2 weeks. What? You ain't even get these people 30 to 60 days. People got busy lives. And then they want to be able to reference back to it. So I don't know what that's why they call them scam guides. Because she's so control, like, you have to control every aspect of making that business. Like, you controlling how much of your video, like them watching your video, and when they're able to watch it. What? And then you sitting there working overtime, sending it. Why would you work? That is the craziest thing to be like. People got to cash app you. Once they cash app you, you got to figure out. I'm pretty sure they send their email address. You got to go then comprise the email, send it to. Why don't you put it on automation? It's a lot of people that literally, like, I've gotten the opportunity to see, and these are for real business people. They have their website. They got the same website through Wix.com. And you, again, you're able to go and say, okay, if I said, okay, well, Friday, Deborah, I want to go over showing people how to make pretty images using Midjourney in Discord. I could literally go do a Zoom and say, okay, it's $5 to come in. Do it live. I can save it. Then I can sell it on my website as a replay for $20, $25. What is wrong with her? And then you can create as many of them as you want on your site. So, say if you did just for one thing. Yes. Listen, when I tell you I've studied with the best of them, yes, you can. That's why I said I'm thinking about going back to Wix myself, because at one point in time when I was doing a certain type of consulting work, that's how I started out on Wix. And Wix, um, of course, with every other ones, you have your own different levels or whatever. That's what the real business women are doing. They are doing their lives, and some of them even have lives. Say like they sell their lives in bundles, and then they make those Zoom lives, those links available um, to the people that want to buy them on their website. They'll have it set up. Say if I'm talking about hell business 101, you know, or how to find your niche. I can literally go do a live. I can have people in there that's engaging, asking questions. I can answer questions, and it can be very informative. And then once I finish that, I can save it, and then I can, link it. And then not only that, oh, check it on your website, depending on who you have as your merchant. I guess you could say whoever you check out with, because they have more than one. You can also do subscriptions. So say if you said, okay, for the month of August, I'm gonna have 8 lives, and you guys can be a part of it. It's only $10 a month. You can do it that way. That way, the person can have unlimited access to the lessons that you taught. I don't know what she doing with her life. Like, girl, she can book me, but she got to pay me $969. Listen, I'm not mad at nobody's hustle and none of that, but you got to structure that thing right, mamas. You gotta bring it. It's baby. I ain't emailing nobody nothing. I'm not. I'm not. The It's absolutely it's crazy to me. It's mad work. It's the devil. It's the devil. But that's what happens. And being for real as a grown woman, sometimes, and this don't happen to everybody that have a lot of kids. Something up here, that alone gotta catch up after all that. That right here. And then she did just have one that's like, well, he like one now. All them ideas. See, and that's another thing. A person that is very creative like that, it is not meant for you to hold and hoard all those wonderful ideas. You are supposed to share that information, because again, if you do not utilize gifts that were given to you, what happens? And I've met other coaches like that. I've met what's her name? Kim. What is it? CEO Drive Her. She is another great she is phenomenal. She is a beast. Like she knows her stuff, business related. And not only that, she is the type of person that does not hoard information. She could literally be talking and doing a whole lesson, and then bust out with like 5 different ideas and 5 strategies. She done drop gems and bless people that fast. And she'll say it in a heartbeat. She was like, see, you have to operate and exercise in your gift and understand it. I know God has given her discernment about what she is to do what she want to do it her way that isn't working. It's not. It's not. And like I was saying, some when people get comfortable and they get into those spaces, they be like, you know what? I have to understand. I am receiving this information. I am receiving how to do this, how to do that. I'm supposed to be out here teaching people how to do certain things. And I'm supposed to get them these ideas. And like she said with the consultation, $969, cool. But for $969, they should have more than 30 minutes. And I'm just being honest. If she did it the right way in a reasonable amount, she would be doing consultations all day. She would not even have, she'll probably do a class once a month. And for real, if she did a class, if she did a class, she should be able to charge more for the replay and set it on automation. Ain't no way in the world. Girl, because the thing about doing a replay, people that aren't able to join you when you do it. So when she says, "Oh, I get up and I," when this is the thing, she don't have no friends, and so she said, "I need the wake up just as much as y'all need it." So because she's not getting her needs met in her relationship, in any other way, she's leaning to strangers. But though them strangers got to be careful too, because all of them can be content at any given moment. Ugh, I'm trying to hang it up. I had got a phone call, but she should be able to do that at any given moment. She should have, yeah, she can do consultations all week, and then for real, cold blooded with it, she should be able to provide. If she gonna pay nine, if she gonna charge on the high end like that, she should be able to charge, provide something written out based on everything that they talked about, and she should be able to email it to them people after she get off the phone. If you a real businesswoman and you standing on your business, not business, she ain't gonna be able to do all that because that ain't what she want to do, and she gonna miss her mark. Acting a fool, gallivanting and twerking and stuff. You ain't got what, you know what? Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet. That's what I need to do. Because you know what? I said it like that, and I don't mind spitting free game, and I love for people to be able to come back later and watch the replay because it's something that they're going to be able to get out of it. We are moving into a time where you're going to have to lean on one of your gifts to make it. But people that buy her classes, they are going to come up overnight. Ain't no way. And see, the crazy thing, that's why I said when people do content in social media or whatever, they're not treating it like a business. They're treating it like a hustle. A lot of people that don't have the money to really consult and talk to somebody that can help them transition it into a business to make it easier on them. Say, for instance, if I set my business up and I got um, my net 30 accounts with my credit cards or vendor accounts or whatever, all of that is reported to my business credit. I can use those to pay for ads or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to carry some of the load. if that makes sense. You can keep your, expenses low. And you right, they think they're gonna do it overnight. That's the sad part about her business. Because while she does say what her mission and goal is, sometimes our mission and goal changes throughout life. Hell, sometimes it changes from day to day. Hell, by 5 o'clock, I might not want to be, you know what I'm saying, elevating nobody because I'm tired. So she has to look at that her approach to, helping people. Because are you really helping them? Are you really providing the service, or are you just providing the same regurgitated information? That's all I'm saying. And again, we're moving into a time where people are going to have to lean on other things that they're good at just to make it work, to have that extra income. Um, just again, learning how to do other things. Like if you good at tie dyeing shirts, put that on the side, create an Etsy, account or something. You know what I'm saying? Like people are really gonna have to be a little bit more crafty and creative, right? Like she's not really, and I get that's not her job, and that's not her position. But however, you have to create substance. Like there's no substance in what's going on. It's like, okay, this what you do, this how you edit. And it's nothing wrong with an intro course, but label it as that. Label it as an intro course. Then you have your little the ones that's a little bit more advanced. That's when you go ahead and talk about business 101. Like, and then for real, all she got to do is sit and really, really record it one good time. And she's showing this expensive camera. Girl, mounted to a tripod, set down, and do it the right way. Like, you got to be able to focus. Like, if you got time to go and pay for a space to go live and talk about this and the third, you got time to sit back and strategize. Like, because it's running out, boo. It's running out. Like, I think it's sad because at this point she should have like she got plenty. Like she do. I did see. I'm pretty sure all those emails, because emails are more valuable than anything, because you can always build your email list even when you're not online to send different offers and things of that nature. That email marketing hits heavy. It hits very heavy, and it's a great way to retain clients and different things. That's how, like, if anything happens, that's how you will be able to always contact people. And I think she has that part, but she needs to automate what she's teaching. And if you automate that and you link it with them emails, boom, she might start making money again. That's all I'm saying. And she gotta be a little nice to the people. She look like she be trying, and then she just go right back to whatever. Look, I've been blessed as a friend senior to make snack bags with toilet paper for homeless people, so I can start a channel and get their permission to record them. Then I can. Yep. And you know what? You in the right spot, because if I were you, I would turn it into a nonprofit. Um, because this is the thing. Generally, now I do think the channel will be, hear me out. Having a strategy with before you create a nonprofit. So this is the thing. A lot of people have been taught the opposite way. A lot of people will go and they'll create a nonprofit, and in their mind they're expecting all of this stuff to just fall into place. A lot of times that's not how it goes. That's why we out here calling out that lady, because she probably took them people money and used it for her nonprofit. But anyway, I'm gonna keep on moving. So generally, like a lot of the people in my area, they were starting their nonprofits. I don't think it's nothing wrong with it. I think it's great. However, the reason people generally have a nonprofit is because they have a profitable business. And through that profitable business, they're able to sustain it some sort of way, right? So, say what you said with the channel. I think the channel will be great because the channel will shed light, it will get information, and you will be able to talk about your nonprofit. Like I would literally go and start writing it out. My mission, my goal. You already know who your population you're serving. You already know the type of toiletries that you have in your stock, what you do need, and what type of way they can donate. Everything aligns. The name of the nonprofit, the name of the Cash App, the name of the PayPal, the name of the Venmo, all of that align it. You know what I'm saying? That way, when your channel, because I'm speaking it into life, when your channel starts to generate funds, you can take the proceedings in the beginning to go ahead and keep the mission going. So, um, another great thing to remember is throughout the year, you always need to have some type of fundraiser. And then I'm pretty sure, once everything is set up the way it needs to be set up, you can apply for funding. You can apply for different things for your nonprofit. But again, to take the load off of you, I would definitely start that way. I would start, like you said, if they allow you, make sure you get those consent, uh, uh, whatever the disclosures, make sure you have them on hand so they can sign them. And then you go ahead and let them know, the purpose of it or whatever the case may be. And I will roll with it. It's an absolutely great space to be in. It's always easier on you when you do have a nonprofit. And you know what? I don't see nothing wrong with it. But it's so many different ways to make sure you don't have to overextend yourself, if that makes sense. Because sometimes, and it's nothing wrong with having a big heart. It's nothing wrong with it. I think it's a beautiful thing because it's a lot of people in need. Um, I like for people to be able to use whatever resources that are available. So again, if you can get donations, I would definitely like start um getting donations for it. Um, and people gonna need it even more with what we got going on. The way they like every time I go into a certain store in my area, people stealing. I mean, they just taking basic needs they need out of the store, and the police show up, and all this records and it, like that's what we got going on. That's what we got going on in the world. So the funny thing is, because I always joke and say I'm a PhD dropout, but the funny thing, I did not feel like writing a dissertation. I still have time. I have time. But one of the great things that I did learn about while I was there, I learned how to write grants. I learned how to write my my concentration in my program was administration for nonprofits. So I've learned like the ins and outs. And like I said, it was something that I always wanted to, well, was led to do, and I haven't done it yet. But I am glad I waited because I got to get more information and understanding on how to do it. Okay. Okay. That's right. That's why I said I already know you got a big heart to do it. I already know who sent you to do it. Because everybody don't look at it that way. Like that's one small thing like that can really, really change a person's perspective in one day like that. Somebody pulling up and caring if they can brush their teeth. Because it's a lot of people that don't care. They just don't care. Um so yeah, I had to go learn how to do it because when I do it, I wanted to do it the right way. And I didn't want to go halfway with it because the thing about nonprofits is, say if you got a grant and it's good for 5 years. So for those 5 years, you're getting paid. You're getting that money every year, right? Girl, that's why I said you gotta learn how to turn it off. That's why I'm telling you, use other people money. If you gonna be able to use other people money eventually to do it, right? But the thing is, I understand exactly what you're saying because you got to have your heart tested and be led to do it, even when you don't even see how you're gonna be able to do it. You got to just go and do it. You like, what? Do what? That him? What? Well, what? I fully understand. So with that, say if you get funding for 5 years, a lot of people will run out of funds in 5 years, and then they just don't have it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I had to sit and really, really study uh, the right and wrong things to do. I'm looking at some of my books right here on the daggone shelf. Um, Also, I had to learn about, the most effective ways to run a program. You got to do program evaluations as well. It's just a lot to the administration part to make it, something that would, be sustainable. But anyway, yeah. So donations is definitely the key. It's the key because if you think about it, churches need donations, and it's a nonprofit. But either way, it's ministry work. Like you can look at it however you want, but it's still ministry work. Um, yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely. It's a thought. It's a thought because you know it's a lot of people that came, or this is another thing that can happen. I I learned that, say, some of those larger grants that are available, they are more likely to be granted to nonprofits that are part of community partnerships. So, say if you link up with another nonprofit and you submit your application for it, you will generally get it before a person that submits a separate application. So sometimes it's not only about when I get ready, It's about being ready because you could very well meet somebody that wants to partner with you with their nonprofit, and y'all will be able to sustain or fulfill a bigger mission faster and more vastly with somebody else's funds because the they are willing to support again two or three that come together than one, if that makes sense. So yep, yep. Child, I told you I'm a nerd. I ain't got no life. That's why that's another reason why I'm single because I can't be with nobody that can't hold a conversation. And I understand men get bored too. Women get bored as well. And a lot of men don't want boring women. And I love being boring until I'm ready to cut up with my red cup. Oh, but yeah, it's a lot of places in the world where it's just so many people. I see a lot of videos and I see what's going on in different areas. And I see a lot of people that are out there helping. Right. That's what I'm saying. Some of that stuff, because you know a lot of the stuff they come through there, they not selling. Mm-hmm. And see, that's the thing. Like you'll already know how to get the stuff and where to get it. But the thing is, it's always easier to use OPM, other people's money. That's what PM need to learn how to do in her business. OPM and run it as a real business. Well, you know what? She probably can't run it as a real business because the people said she owed the people. She need to pay them people. She need to pay the IRS. Allegedly, that's what I heard. But yeah, hmm it's a lot of money out there. Did they find the lady yet? It's a lady in my area that they say they looking for, and they say she's 65. They said I thought they had found her, so she's still missing. The city ain't but so big. I'm having a hard time with that, and ain't nobody seen her. That don't even make sense. That makes no sense. Either way, yep, they write it off on their taxes. And you know what? A lot of people that say, like when I was talking about old girl, if she would have had like a small business, you can write off your donations to your nonprofit. They do it all the time. That is the reason why the rich people all for every business they have a nonprofit. That's why I said people need to look at their business totally different than what they're doing. Um, yeah, she said she had to pay her website bill. I'm going to let you go because I know. No, it's been good talking to you though, for real. Because like, you know what? Again, the website bill is like $40. It's not expensive. And I get it. Sometimes it's a little harder to get the traffic to a website. But with all those email addresses she have, she should be able to upsell them people on other things. Like She was just talking about doing some type of clothing line for her son. She can link, Lord have mercy. She can link, and I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna go. You can link like the people that make t-shirts and all that there. You can link that to your website and have print on demand t-shirts, mugs, whatever that company sells that you need to you can link it to your website. You can link it. You don't even like when she was talking about at one point in time when she had products that she wasn't able to send out and oh boy, wood wasn't reliable or whatever the case may be. You can have all you gotta do is create the design. She got a whole 17-year-old up in there, and I'm pretty sure he know how to create a design, go into Canva, go and do whatever he need to do. Them people, I think they even got bucket hats. I don't know. I know they got hats. They got like just like she by Sheree. She could have had one linked to a website a long time ago. Them joggers could have been out. Okay, that's why a lot of people are struggling that purchase all these T-shirts and print press because going through those other companies are more convenient depending on what you're trying to print out. I'm about to go. That's been my time. Cause I really ain't want to go there. I really ain't want to go there. But yes, you can make a mock-up T-shirt and Printify, or what is it called? It's another one too. One of them got better stuff than I think I like Printify better. You can go into Printify. They got the images of the people modeling the clothes there. All you have to do is upload your image. I don't even know what type of business he's supposed to have, but what I'm saying is he could have made her some t-shirts or whatever. Since she's supposed to be, the patch should have been buying apparel and stuff. That's all I'm saying. It's no reason for her to anyway. But it was always a pleasure. I'm gonna see you next time.